Hirschbach Lease is impossible to fail if you do this.
Dozer, when you're done, bring the ship up to broadcast depth.
Peace, ladies and gentlemen, it's your man Trip coming at you with another video. And in this video, I'm going to go over some things here at Hirschbach. Okay, I've been seeing some crazy things when I go onto the YouTube and look up what people even talking about with Hirschbach. Because, you know, maybe people have a different experience than I do. So right now I'm in Georgia. I'm almost in Florida. I have a delivery tomorrow at 10 a.m. I got here. I'm gonna be here like 18 hours or something like that. Just chilling, relaxing, about to go on home time. I'm 3.5 hours away from my delivery. So I get up early. It's for 10 a.m. So I'll probably leave around 5. That will get me there around 8:30. Give some time just in case of traffic. So, I mean, I'll probably be up before then too. So, but let me go over some things. Let me get back out first. I had a really bad week. I had the preventable, then I had a breakdown, and then I didn't get a couple of loads because of the breakdown. So I'm about to check out and see if I got a check this week. I'm thinking I got like $1,200 because I just didn't run. Because I'm not sure how much breakdown they're gonna give me. They go by hours for that. It's 24 hours. So I did miss 2 full days and partial of a 3rd day, but it goes by hours. So the first whole day I missed, that was me going to get a trailer, and then the tow truck came, and then it starts. Then it goes a whole day. And then they finished on that 2nd day, so I went and got the trailer or the truck in the morning. But let me see if I got paid and how much I got paid. My pay. All right. Deductions. All right, I made a little bit better than what I thought. I got $1,312.28. Let's see how much breakdown pay. Yep, I got a breakdown pay of $250, which is 1 day. That's 24 hours. That's not bad for missing a whole load. $1,300 missing a whole load. So I could probably get another $600 for a load. You know, anywhere $500, $600, $700. So yeah, it'd probably be around 2,000 again. And this week kind of sucks because my home time is scheduled for Tuesday, Wednesday, but it never happened. They're getting me home tomorrow, which is Friday. Something to do with the, I don't know, they just messed up, like looking at the computer and all that. They had Mr. Hirschbach reach out to me and make sure I was okay with it. But I have a skip payment, and sorry guys, I said something wrong about the skip payments. I said it happens every 10 weeks. No, you get one after the first 10 weeks and then every 6 months. And you don't have to use it right away. So you're not supposed to work like the whole week and use it. But they said since I worked this week, I could still use it, you know, so I won't have to pay a truck payment. And then when I go back out on Tuesday, I'll still get those miles. So I can still get a decent check. Maybe another $1,300, $1,500, I don't know. But for doing nothing, that's not bad. I also don't get my bonus. My bonus is coming up. So I'm going to tell you the secret here at Hirschbach that I've discovered. For me, at least it works. First, I run recaps. Okay, I've already talked about that several times. You have to run the recaps. If you don't run the recaps, I'm not sure if this could work for you. So you want to try and get as many miles as possible. There's going to be some short ones or some long ones. You can't really worry about the number. Like the longer the run, the shorter the pay. It goes down to like $1.13 a mile or something, but you get the miles, right? All right. with that being said, obviously you don't want to do that all the time. However, you want to keep running. So you don't really want to worry about that too much. If it has you sitting on top of that, then yeah, definitely get rid of that. Don't do it. But just run, no matter what it is. Run. That's how you get to the $2,000, $2,200. And then you have to run. If you drop on Monday, run all the way to the Wednesday. Get all those miles put on your check. They don't take anything out for that. You're not getting fuel. You're not getting maintenance, because you're just going to keep doing that for the 4 weeks. You're going to run between each bonus. So the next bonus is coming up on Friday. Not this Friday, the following Friday. That's why I wanted to be home on Tuesday, because then you get paid, right? Whatever week that ends, that's when you get paid for it. So the following bonus will be, I think, like October 3rd or something. So when I come back out on Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, which would be September 2nd or 3rd, I'm going to run all the way to September 30th or October 1st, I believe, and get that bonus on top of my check. If I don't mess up with safety, if I don't have any preventables, if I don't have any service failures, then I'll get that bonus. Because if you hit 2,500 miles for each of those weeks, that's 10,000 miles. You're gonna get a pretty good bonus check, probably another $1,300 on top of it. You know, it takes about 11,000 miles to get $1,500. So if you hit the 3,000 miles a week, and you can only do that if you're gonna be running the recaps, then you'll be good. You should hit around 12,000. You'll get even more, and that's on top of all the money you're getting. What I'm doing is I'm only taking about 48 hours off of home time, and they're getting right back on it. See, I have a goal to hit by the end of the year with money in the bank. So that's what I'm focused on, okay? That's what I'm focused on. You know, yeah, I would like to take more time, but I'm gonna put money away for that, right? I'm getting established, okay? I'm getting established. So once I'm established with some money saved up, then I could, you know, take a week here or there. I could take a week now with the no payment, but I want to keep moving, so I'm going to use that in conjunction with the load that I'm taking there, which is like almost 1,500 miles. Okay, hopefully that's not too loud. So that's what you want to do. You want to run from one bonus to the next bonus if you're OTR on the Lease program. Okay, one bonus to the next bonus. You want to try to run 7 days a week as much as you can. If you can get it all 4 weeks, good. Because on that after you complete 3 weeks, you're going to start heading home. Cool. You might run into some problems. You might get fatigued. You might be burned out. But look, if you're running the recaps, you're really just driving about 7 to 8 hours a day. Now, the day might be longer because you might be sitting in a dock or something like that, but the driving part is less than 8 hours, okay? You could do that. Or you could do 6 hours and then extend it longer. As long as you keep those hours moving, you won't have a problem. The Hirschbach lease is impossible to fail if you do this. If you do it. If you don't do it and you want to pretend that Hirschbach is a company where you're going to be choosing loads, just go to a company where you can choose loads off a load board, or they have multiple for you to choose from. This is not that place. This is not that place. The Lease here is basically company. Basically. Can you turn down loads? Oh, yeah. You can turn down loads. You can turn them all down. can let them know what you think. You can tell them all that. But you're not going to be choosing those. You're not going to be like, yeah, today I feel like going to Phoenix. You know, that's not going to happen. That's not what this is. Just drive the truck. That's it. Also, make sure your truck is good to go. Check your tires. Check your oil. Look at your brakes. Look at the leaf springs. Look at your airbags. Look at as much stuff as you can look at, because there's a bunch of electronic shit that you're not going to know what's going on. Like, I'll be driving and the truck just try to stop on me all the time. Push the brakes randomly. They go say something's right in front of me. It's because of the deer guard. Right? So, that's how you work the Hirschbach lease. That's the best way to work the lease. Now, if you do like 600 miles per day or less, you know, you'll get a higher rate per mile, right? And if you could do that every day, cool. But sometimes you're not able to do that based on where you are. You could try to talk to your DM, tell them I'm only going to do loads that are 600 miles or less. You could tell them that. You could tell them whatever you want to, because you are an independent contractor. However, that might not be the case with time, with availability, with the trucks in the area. You know, they might think about sending you to Chicago so you could pick up something from cold storage, or Wisconsin, North Dakota, and then have you bobtail somewhere else to pick up another trailer. You gotta work the program. Just drive the truck. Stop worrying about the pennies difference. Now, the pennies add up. Yes, they do. But so does downtime. Downtime kills you. I'd rather keep moving. Now, if the load that they're trying to put me on only has me running for 3-4 hours for that day, I will tell them I can't do that, because then that messes me up from sticking to the plan of being able to run 7 days a week. And even though I run 7 days a week, sometimes I'll have like 28, 30 hours off. Does that make sense? And you know, I won't have the 34, but I'll get paid for sitting, and then I pick up a load that's, you know, maybe it's a high paying load, you know, like $1.45 or whatever, you know, but then they hit me back to back to back, 2 drops, and then then another pick. You know, that happens all the time, but you got to be working with the people. You got to be communicating with the people. If you're not communicating with the people, they don't know what to do. So that's how you make it successful. If you don't know how to work the clock, if you don't know how to work the system, hit me up, contact me. I would love to tell you my idea on how to make it work, and you can try it. And if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. I'm telling you, it works for me. This is the lowest check that I've gotten, like, from working, while working, $1,300, and I was down for 3 days, or excuse me, 2.5 days. I flew out of the truck for 24 hours in the shop, but I didn't run it before. I had to wait for the tow truck hours. You know, I'm going to pick up a load, all that type of thing. So all that, I didn't have no load. I didn't have anything. So 2.5 days, I didn't get a load, and I still made the $1,300. So I probably would have touched, you know, $1,800 to $2,000 this week. Probably more, because I would have been able to keep running, right? If you're interested in coming to Hirschbach, I'm gonna put a link to Danny, the recruiter. When you click it, it's in a Intelli app. When you do the Intelli app, it goes straight to her. You know, it would be cool if you put me down. I would appreciate that. But if you don't, I still talk to you. I don't care. Let's get the money. Let's get the money. So, but if you do want to put me down, put me down. Put the code BENTIM, or just say Trip Billion sent you. But if you click the link, that's a link directly to Danny, who I talk to. I be texting, and you know, she be making sure I'm good. She's made sure I gotten paid. She's made sure that they didn't take extra money out. She does a lot after recruiting me, right? I talked to her yesterday. That's how I got the link. I hit her up. She responds within minutes. So, I'll put her information. Well, it's going to be in the whole video. I'm going to put it right here. So, just hit her up. Come to Hirschbach if you want to get established. If you want to, you know, get a foundation. This is a good company to get a foundation at. You're not going to make millions of dollars, but you can put away money. You can get a truck here. You can buy a truck. You can get enough money for a cash truck. You can take care of your family. You can do all that here at Hirschbach, but you have to work. It's not going to be, you know, you can go home every other weekend or whatever you want to do, but it might not work out the way you think it's going to work out or hope it will work out. This is a good way. Now, I'm sure people that stay out longer have a better rotation than I do. This is my rotation. I work 4 weeks. I work bonus to bonus. Get a bonus every 4 weeks. So there's 13 bonuses in a year. Alright? 13 potential bonuses in a year. So that's like an extra 20 grand if you hit 1,500 on every single one. Just saying. So the money's there, you just gotta work it. You gotta figure it out. And just stay focused. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't worry about what other people are saying. They're not you. They're living a whole different life. You know what you want. And if you're a man, you're going to create your own. Like I said, this Mr. Hirschbach offers a good platform to get yourself together. On the health-wise, I've reversed all my lipid issues because I'm eating correctly. I'm not eating the brown bag of death. I'm working out. I'm getting stronger. Mentally, I had severe GERD. I still have some symptoms sometimes from that, but for the most part, it's gone because I'm eating correctly. I'm getting proper sleep. I'm doing what I need to do as a man, and you can too. I'm glad to be going home. I'm going to be getting some camera equipment so I can put some more vlogging into these videos. I'm still going to do these videos where I'm talking, but I'm also going to do some vlogging videos and maybe some other type of videos. I got a whole bunch of toys. I spent way too much money on toys and Ninja Turtles to review when I get home. It's my birthday this weekend, so I'm gonna be chilling. So hit the subscribe button. It would be cool if you leave a comment. You know, hit the like, hit the dislike. If you're interested in coming to Hirschbach, click the link or call the number. Tell them Trip Billion sent you. So grind hard, hustle hard, know your worth, know your potential, never settle. I'm out. Peace.
Ninja vanish!